can chat about that for a second, and I want to do a mini rant, I suppose. Mortar crews have set up on several maps. You've been tasked with finding out more about it. I mean, that's interesting. It sounds fun. I mentioned this last time I streamed a little bit of the 40K game, but like, I got kind of frustrated with Tarkov because I felt like I was just falling behind constantly. And I don't know, that just wasn't fun. Whereas something like this, I can do a little more with. Like, Sim Baby's getting to the point where she's not napping. So, like, I was using her naps to try to keep up with Tarkov and, you know, do a raid every day or a scav run while she napped. But with her not napping, I don't have time to do anything related to the stream. Now, we're on the cusp of her starting preschool, which will give me a lot more time to work on streaming again. So it may be a time I can explore games like that. But like, I wish what I had done is just 2 years ago, when I went from full-time streamer to full-time dad, started playing a game like this. But yeah, and that could have been the option for me too. But like, what I liked about Tarkov was fighting other people. If I'm not going to do that, I'd rather play something that's tactical and turn-based so I can accidentally shoot my teammates in this game. I did say I was going to do a mini rant. I've been trying to find a good mobile game that I like. Something that I could like check in on while she's playing independently, because she'll do that for 10 minutes or play for 30 minutes because I wake up a little before she does. And every mobile game I've tried, I think I've tried 6 now, are some variant of, here's a mini game that's kind of fun. Not really fun, but kind of fun. And your goblin, soldier, ship, whatever, is level 1. Do the mini game. Now he's level 2. Good job. Do it 2,000 more times to get to level 3 or pay $5. And I'm like, dude, what? Do all mobile games just suck? Oh yeah, we're going to be playing some games, Scott. Don't you worry. But I think mobile games are just horrible. All right, let's see if there's any more loot. Yeah, give me some loot. Then maybe I'll find a door. If anybody knows a good one, I would listen to them and probably not try it. Okay, there's a door. I know what to do.
The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
A melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
All right, need to blow it up. Cool. The map showed me loot before. Will it do it again? Oh, neat. Okay. In order to open locked doors, clear rubble, course machine spirits, and overcome other challenges, you can also use consumables. The door in front of you needs a melt-a-charge. You'll need a demolition skill test. All right. Let's go check all the loot. I want loot. So the big problem with Hearthstone Battlegrounds Mobile, I actually did download that and really enjoyed it. But what I'm looking for is, because the problem with that is I don't know when my gaming sessions are going to end. I might have 20 minutes, which is enough for a round, but I might only have 5. So Hearthstone frustrated me because I would get into something and then she'd wake up. Right now, I kind of need a game that I can just dirtle with for 5 minutes at a time. But I don't think I'm going to find one because I just don't think mobile gaming is for me. These are not melta charges, but I'll take some cargo.
Cast your eye there.
What else have we got loot-wise? Some loot here. One of the heretics. Let's loot him. Got a sword, sure. All right, down here we got some more loot. This is a nice feature if they're going to make you go through and click all the loot. I probably need to get used to moving things around too. It's just another one of these bros. Okay, that probably has what we're looking for. What's he got? Machine right set. That seems like it's going to be useful. And a multi-key. That seems useful. Okay, what was the machine thing I got? A set of sacred oils and cogitagrams that can appease the keeper of any technology. Provides an additional attempt to call out a machine spirit and interact with the device. Yeah, we'll keep that on us. Okay. Cargo. Possessed Daemon Engine Heart. Sure. That looks like whiskey. Okay, cool. All right, so somewhere else here is what we're looking for. Let's go find it. There's a chest.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Open a jam door, click on the icon. The character with the highest tech use will make the skill set test. If the test fails, it will remain closed. A bad result can cause the door to become permanently stuck. Okay. God. Electrified shard net. That's Eldar weapons. Stakes. Provisions are cool. What else we got? There's one more up here. This dude. We can't get to him yet. He's on the other side of this door I can't open. Okay, so there must be a melt-a-charge here. If not, we'll figure it out. Nope. So no melt-a-charge. I guess we've got to go do a strength test to open the door. No, I definitely have to get one. Huh. I feel like I'm so bad at these games. Where the heck am I supposed to find one? The map is not showing me any more lootable shenanigans. I guess there's...
What deeds await us?
Like, why did it give me that stuck door thing? Open the door. Okay, so I can open these. Logic or machines? We'll use logic. Character's about to make a tech use skill test. In dialogue and during exploration, you will make various skill tests, and the result might determine how successful your character's efforts are. The test is determined by rolling a 100-sided die. To succeed, you must roll a value equal or less than the sum of both the stated difficulty and the value. Okay. Cool. Higher your character's skill, the easier it is for them to succeed. Makes sense. All right. Got some junk. That seems like it would come in handy. And melt-a-charges, neat. Okay. Kind of neat that you couldn't even tell what these were until I got close. Cogitator is silent. It seems that its machine spirit is no longer being powered by the motive force. We can use a multi-key or a melt-a-charge. Use the key.
I better myself through my service.
Sure you do. Restore the power supply.
Duty prevails.
Okay. Are there any more of these little things? Because that was kind of cool. Bothers me that I can't lower the camera by just a little bit. What's this thing? Look at this. No? Okay. Well, we got the melted charge. Let's follow the scripts. I think I get to make decisions and stuff later, just not yet. Hey, what's up, Val? How you doing? One way through.
Follow my lead.
Oh, we leveled up. Neat. So I get... Oh, neat. I can get somebody else to take an extra shot. That's handy. Seems good. Life's good. Life's good. Sim Baby was sick for a little bit, but she's feeling better. So I'm good now. The Warrior's next turn, all incoming damage is reduced by 2, and we get plus 10 temporary wounds. Seems great. Operative removes all exploits from the target, decreasing their dodge, parry, and armor by 15%. Operative doesn't seem great to me, but maybe I will learn to like it better. Because the soldier seems pretty amazing. Revel in S Laughter immediately removes the wounded effect, gains 10 ballistic skill, 15% critical damage, 5% critical hit. Becomes available after we kill 3 enemies. The kill counter is not reset between rounds. Let us revel in slaughter. Hell yeah. Alright. Look at me leveling up. What's this thing? Benches in the cogitator, torn from its proper place, are stacked in a rough semblance of a barricade. I was trying to trigger something. What is this? Did they shoot us with something? I can't see. I can't see. The roar of flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencius. Oh, what's up, boss? Yeah, the worst thing ever is your child being sick, because I would take all of the pain that she feels. She doesn't even understand what's happening for her. It sucks. It really sucks when your kid's sick. And it kind of sucks, too, that at this age, if I take her anywhere, even if we wash our hands constantly, like if she's just indoors with other kids, she's very likely to get sick. Like, that's kind of just what being 2 is. And that stinks.
Are you lost, my heir?
Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other raised in an inviting gesture. This is a little terrifying.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
I think I'm inclined to agree with Argenta.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Despite his commanding tone, he does not sound too confident. He's staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle twitch in his cheek. How did you get here? Aren't you in pain? This is impossible. I think that's apocryphal knowledge, Wingsphere. Like, I think it's one of those things that's somewhat unavoidable from what I have read. Like, a lot of people consider it a good thing when kids get sick. I don't think it's a good thing when kids get sick, but I think it's an unavoidable thing. So it kind of doesn't matter. But like your immune system, from what I have researched, develops as you age. But at the end, it doesn't matter, and it's kind of a pointless argument that people will get in. So I'm not really going to engage too much in it. Like, it's one of those things like, because people went kind of nuts with this over COVID. I was talking to my dad the other day who just got over COVID, and I was like, I wish people would wear masks when they're sick. And he said, well, that doesn't do anything. And I was like, don't get it. Yeah, and that's one of the things that could lead you to believe that. And, you know, maybe you're right. I'm done being on a pedestal about it. It's also possible that she's scared of germs because she gets sick more. Like, I listened to a really interesting podcast, and I'm going to digress here for a minute from gameplay, but has anybody heard of blue zones, areas on the planet where people just tend to live longer? They have more people that live to the age of 100 or 120 even. And there have been books written about this stuff, like the Mediterranean diet. And there's a place in Japan where the people garden a lot more often, and they're like, maybe that lets you live longer. Well, some research was done to figure out what all of these areas have in common. And there's two things that they have in common. One is poor record keeping, and the other is a higher instance of benefit fraud. How did you get in here? Aren't you in pain? This is impossible. Our diet is garbage. We can choose to eat better food, but we don't. So I'm with you there, man. My diet is garbage. I try to feed my kid better food than I'm eating. I got another message from the wife. Let's see what Babby is doing. She's in a ball pit, and she looks really cute. I'm still not even sure that's her. So let's. This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality.
Sounds good. Enlighten me.
I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
She watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin. Like, is that her or a warp entity? Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance. Okay, if the warp wants me to do it, we ain't doing it.
Not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ecclesiastes and not the warp entities here.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Over the roaring flames, you hear distant sounds, frightened voices and screams, muffled and distorted as if a body of water were between you and them. So I have a 40K tattoo. I used to work for Games Workshop. I'm pretty deep into the 40K lore. I've tried a lot of 40K games, but a lot of them are really, 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 really bad. This is the first one that I've actually really enjoyed so far. I'm only literally like 2.5 hours in. But it looks like we're going to make a decision that'll have an impact here, and that's cool.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Elo. are we waiting for?
Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. This can develop in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, and heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of the 3 directions open up access to new dialogue, lines, events, unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of others towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2. Your character's allies have their own as well. This is cool. Or they're doing it in an MMO that'll be fine. I'll believe that when I see it. I've been excited about 40k MMOs way too many times. All right. Heretical, accept the offer of help, no. Dogmatic, walk through the fire, get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. This seems kind of like what the Imperial officer would want. I don't know what iconoclast means. Let us Google it. A person who attacks cherished beliefs or institutions. A destroyer of images used in religious worship. I mean, that's kind of me role-playing me, isn't it? So we got to ask ourselves, is Bro a true believer? Good luck, Tommy. Because on this playthrough, we're not going to be a heretic. Are we a true believer? Or are we just concerned with keeping people safe? Let's keep the people safe. That's what I want to do on this one. We'll have this guy be a little more pragmatic. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forgot about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but a fire. Well, there you go. Not a heretic, and we saved people.
Where did it go? The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch?
There you go. All right, we'll just have to find another way.
A new challenge for me.
Fallen steel has blocked the path to the lifts. You'll have to look around for another way to ladle thread. Key, demolition charge. Or we can just try tech use. Let's equip those tech use gloves to her. And see if she can get us in there.
The Emperor favors me today.
Save our consumables. What do we got? Deck officer's helmet. 5% armor. Neat. Feels like Bro could use this. This is a lift. We're gonna have that Travis stuck looking for a door for 2 hours thing again. What we got here? Holy gifts. Quite sure how we get around things. Crash the platform. Well, there you go. That'll make us a bridge. An alternative route must be found. Well, we found one.
It's about time.
It is about time. See, that didn't take me as long as figuring out how to open a door. I'm getting there.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
Hup, hup, hup.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
Good job.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Maud headed for earlier.
All right. There appears to be a loot. I would like to have the loot. Cool. All right. So we're going to use the lift they used earlier. You're acting like I know where that is. Joke's on you. I don't. Maybe it was the one up here. There's a door I can open. Still people fighting on the lower decks.
None shall stand in my way.
Ooh, a purple thing. What's the purple thing? Adamantite hilt guards. More promethium. Okay. Looks like I'm supposed to go this way. That goes to the Lord Captain's quarters. Okay, where's the loot? I need to get all of the loot. There's a door to open and perhaps some loot behind it. I don't know what that is. Plasma conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a void ship. Okay, cool. I was told there would be loot. There is. It's tiny loot. Profane blades, monomolecular edged bayonets, carbon fiber plates, data conduits, armor plating. I assume I'll need this stuff for something eventually. Clearly does not serve as a stateroom. The generator's machines and crude wall paneling indicate that it is a maintenance module room rather than an area for receiving guests. Okay, let's go to her. I hate to just go to the boss's room. Man, I miss being a gaming potato. All right, let's find the boss. You got a fancy room. I'm gonna see if there's loot in here too. Is she dead? I guess that makes me the rogue trader now. Let's play a song on an organ. Parlor organ seems to have been sitting idle for many years. Well, that's a shame.
I won't tolerate weakness.
The murder scene looks like something caught the victims by surprise. Theodora's body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads. Can I take their stuff?
Accept thy faithful souls.
The Sister of Battle surveys the scene, her gaze lingering on the arch-militant's body.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
I mean, the voice actors are putting their all into this.
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I don't know what he wanted, so there's nothing for me to say here.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
All right, let's check the body. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto-pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Her face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Tell Adira to touch Theodora, examine the arch-militant, inspect the shards. What do the shards tell you? Inspect the papers. Check the arch-militant's body, too. An auto-pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the arch-militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker. Inspect the shards. Difficult to say what was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium, which is basically oil. Inspect the papers, reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Received handwritten letter. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Rykard system. One of my acolytes, interrogator Henriks van Kalux, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will without any delay make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you will provide him passage to the Furibundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of interrogator von Kalux's activities on Rykard Minoris is of no concern to you. If required, Van Kalux himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor be with you. Okay, so she was working with the Imperium. Cool. Lore Imperium succeeded and sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter addressed to Theodora Signed it with the seal of the Holy Orados of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunt heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Yeah, go touch Theodora.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul.
All right.
And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Then very well, look at the glass.
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that?
Okay, so Voidveer was here.
Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
All right, you're tough. Now I got to get to the bridge. Is there loot? Sorry, bro. Need your stuff. Helmet of the Devoted Protector requires dogmatic. Grants its wearer immunity to enemy critical hits. I don't think any of our people are going to be able to equip that. We can. Cool. Let's get a helmet on the Sister of Battle, too. Doesn't quite look right. I figure my guy doesn't really need the armor because, like, we're just going to be hiding in the back. Items and conviction. You found an item that can only be equipped by characters of a certain conviction. And open the menu to see which conviction they follow. Now that both your characters and their companions have their own convictions, note that. You can check their convictions in the character menu. Let's look at that real quick. So I am slightly iconoclastic. Belief in the value of human life and freedom, faith in the power of goodwill, and capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without the need for artificial prohibitions. Desire to seek out common ground and compromise rather than uncompromising destruction. I think that's what we'll do for the first playthrough. This guy's dogmatic. This does not surprise me. The sister's going to be dogmatic, yeah, pretty deep down dogmatic. And the Psyker's going to be heretical, because that's what Psykers are. Okay. That's what it says on the tin. Rogue Trader's Cloak. Neat. That I will put on my dude. Because I'm the Rogue Trader now. Hello, bruv. Rosary gains a bonus to commerce and lore. Thank you. Sorry you're dead, Grandma, but I'm gonna need your stuff. Let's make sure we explored everything and got all of the loots. Because I feel like if the boss is dead, we should get all our stuff. That's a Chaos Marine.
More enemies to
Isn't it?
face judgment. We are truly
No, that's a
blessed
combat
this
servitor.
day.
The masters demand your death!
All right. You did it. You became the Rogue Trader. Game over. Let's put her in cover over here. That's Abelard. We're going to put him here so he can do some charging. We're going to put Argenta in cover back here. Dira in cover back here. And we can leave him where he is. They're all going to go first. It does make me want to put him behind some cover too, rather than just leaving him here to tank all of this. Let's do that, and then we'll charge him. Unless it starts from the bottom, I can't remember. I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure the initiative goes from the bottom to the top, so we're going to act first. Light and medium armor. Armor protects the character from incoming damage. The armor stat indicates what percentage of incoming damage from an enemy attack it can absorb. Influences the character will pass a dodge test. Character in light armor dodges more often, but takes more damage when hit. Medium armor absorbs more damage. Okay. Deflection is a unique heavy armor stat that reduces damage taken. Heavy armor has a higher armor rating, but higher dodge penalty. Okay. Yeah, Abelard can go first. Cool. Let us charge. Don't think he can get any more attacks. Let us brace for impact and endure, because you're going to get hit. Can I swap him to his pistol and take a shot? No, I'm out of action points. Okay. What's this one? Bring it down. All right, Argenta, bring it down.
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I refuse.
All right, she's out of action points. Let's try this auto gun. I hit some people. That's pretty good. Enemy status. You will encounter enemies with various abilities and features. An icon next to an enemy's portrait indicates that they are under the influence of some kind of effect. How do I click on it? They just told me and I wasn't... Oh, there it is. Heavily damaged. Its damage, hit chance, and wounds are reduced. Okay. That's her turn again. Let us continue to purge the heretic.
I'll do it.
Dira, we can do our one ranged attack. We don't have to really worry about line of sight. It looks like I can just take this dude out, so let's do that. Well, not quite, but close. I should give her a pistol too. She has one, but it uses too many points. Okay, okay, cool. Can we buff Home Slice?
Anything else?
Okay, Home Slice is buff.
I serve the ruinous power!
Hitting each other with their dumb guns. Gain a better understanding of what transpired by checking the combat log. I know games that don't even have a combat log. So do I charge up here and finish these? I reckon so. They're perfectly positioned so I can't cleave them, aren't they?
It
All
will
right.
be done.
We'll do what we can.
Indeed.
All right. Bring it down. If I use this on her, she's just going to run out of ammo. Target is too far. Well, I guess she's going to run out of ammo then. Or we can just take single shots. There's no need to do burst shots at this guy. And that is not a lot of damage.
This is unacceptable.
This thing must have a lot of armor. Okay, we're going to have the Psyker take it down, I guess. Let's do voice of command here. No. All right. I'll still shoot at it. It just ain't going to do nothing. Let us heroically
My
fall back.
tactics are flawless.
Yeah, this thing is taking mountains of damage. Does this do anything to it? Okay, yeah, this will actually damage it.
Will do.
I don't need to chase that thing because this is the actual
My
threat.
place is at the fore.
I guess there's no reason not to use these skills. Okay, that's not going to hit her, so we'll take a shot. Should have done that before I moved. Because an extra turn with her isn't going to do much.
I don't have time for this.
She just strikes it. That's not going to hurt it. I can do this. We're risking a little bit of work problems, but it dies. So I'll take the risk.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Can I charge that? Not quite, but we can just do this. Alright, paying attention to what has armor and what doesn't could be useful. Alright, let's do our loot. I think I'm going to call it here. Let's loot everything we have, do our level ups, and then we can potentially play some more tomorrow. Nothing special about these swords. Lasguns are good at getting people who have high dodge. That's kind of neat. But here, we'll send them all to cargo. Can I do that? Let's see, there's the door. I think we got, that means we got all of the loot. And we can level up our bros. So I can choose a talent. Whenever an ally uses heroic act, they gain wounds equal to their maximum wounds. I think I already have these, right? Heroism. When heroic act is used, the officer's next attack will cost 0. Inspiring speech needs air of authority. Well, what's air of authority and how do I get it? Man, there's a lot of talents. Holy crap. How are you supposed to decide? Physical encouragement. Lead by example. Follow a blind guide. Decisive response. Be vigilant. Armor of contempt. All right, let's try this one. I kind of like the idea of that because we can get our extra turns from further away. Do I have to pick talents for everybody? Because that's going to be insane. Having the thumbs up here is helpful. Okay, so I'm just going to choose things that it's suggesting here. Whenever an enemy attacks the warriors, the next melee attack deals 5 damage. Warriors' melee attacks deal an additional 3 damage to enemies that have no allies. Whereas critical damage is increased against enemies not armed with a melee weapon. If the warrior has less than 50% wounds, they gain crit. The warriors attacked, they gain 1 stack of Epicenter of Slaughter. At the start of their turn, they get +1 temporary wound for each stack. Okay. Thick Skin, +1 damage deflection, and parry. Let's do the Epicenter. That sounds like a good way to... Well, this is where we have to decide... No, this guy's just going to be tanky. This guy's just going to be tanky. Attacks an enemy that's at full wounds. The attack deals more damage. Exposed weakness causes 0 per AP. Triggers an exploit. Reduces toughness and willpower. Let's do instant exposure and try that ability out more and see if I can understand what it does. Camaraderie, more damage if she's near people. Cover efficiency is increased. Critical damage is increased. Soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies. They gain 18% more damage for their next attack. Reloading costs 2 AP less. The first reload does not. Cool. I kind of like the rapid reload for starters because the combats are starting to last long enough where if we use our area ability, we'll need that. So I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm understanding that as my first playthrough, I may get to a point where everything's just terrible, but that's okay. Imperial World, Navy Officer, Forsaken World, Adeptus Sororitas. This is cool. All right, let's save the game. We'll do... Strim. Game. Save. Game saved. Groovy. All right, we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow and do some more. Thank you for